Alright, we're back with more Rimworld. As we saw yesterday, Chang has died. We're in a pretty sorry state for the first few days of our colony, especially as we head toward the fall and ultimately winter. Also, am I lying on top of a dead? That's gross. Alright, let's see if we can. Alright, so Praetors hanging Chang. Hauling Chang. That's rough. So I think is this salvageable? That is the question. Let's trade. If there's anything we can push off on them, that'd be great. Club. Keep the knife. There's a bow. They have medicine. Nothing really wrong. It's until healed. Yeah, this is just living in filth. They're gonna get sick again. So, if we can get a third colonist in the next few days, say by the 20th, then I think we can hold on. If we can't, then we are going to restart with a new colony. Alright, so I think we're good on food for the moment. We're going to need Marta back on her feet. Food binge, great. Back on her feet in order to achieve bandits. Ooh, rich soil. Okay, so should consider planting some rice in this section. Again, if we get more colonists, rice is apparently very sensitive to soil fertility, unlike potatoes, which just about grow anywhere. So that'll get an increased crop yield up here, and that will and vento. And this can also be used to trap heat in the winter, which will be very useful. Let's see. Yeah, Marta's still on her food binge. They're going to sleep for a bit. Let's dismiss these. Alright, so what do we need in the colony? Fall's already started. Okay, that time passed a lot faster than I thought. Alright, so if we don't get another... I thought these passed like normal seasons. If we don't get a third colonist by the start of winter, we're out. It's just all over for our faction. Enemies. These guys should be friends. Civil Allied Union. Alright, and no one's doing research. Okay, we're building the thing. Orders. Cut plants. We need to cut all the trees in front of this. Otherwise, it's not going to function as efficiently as it should. install a cooler. Ooh, we cannot install a cooler because that requires construction 5. So in the meantime, we're going to need some things that will take advantage of this power. Let's see. I want Marta to restock these passive coolers. Or how much actual temperature they bring things down. Water evaporation, regular refrigeration, not efficient enough to refrigerate food. So, okay, so that's tilting at windmills, essentially. I think Marta's time would be used cleaning up this area, so we're less prone to food poisoning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign work here. Shift to alright, so we want Georgette should be researching. Terrible at it. I need art crafting. Want everyone to cut plants. Yeah, so that's about best we can do as far as priorities now. I'll go to manual priority. Call this 2. And we'll call cleaning 2 as cleaning 1. Okay, so that's building power at a fairly good clip. But I think we did that a little early since we don't necessarily have anything we want to power. Creation, billiards, yeah, so heaters, everything, all the powered items are around level 5. Apart from electric lights. Okay, so we want to prioritize orders, harvest. And jump. Okay, so let's assign work. Manual priorities. I want them to be able to grab those. Yeah, we have no storage capacity, so that wasn't the most efficient use of our time. And this is a little more sprawling than I like. Want to do is also uninstall these and change this to medical, because again we only have 2 colonists left, so it shouldn't be much to keep them going. Yeah, so all our plants are gone pretty early in fall, a lot earlier than I'd like. So what I might do, yeah, we really need a 3rd colonist, someone with a construct skill. It's pretty cold outside. Architect, so temperature. We're going to build a campfire in here just to keep people warm. Orders. We want some wood chopping again. Let's get prioritized here. So again, this is going to get the temperature up at least a little bit, although not by much. So, what is Marta injured from? Frostbite. Lost her toe to frostbite. Okay. So that needs to be prioritized. Architect, temperature. Okay, so we need more of these. So let's jump back for a moment. Alright, he's doing a good job. As best he can, really. Okay, let's see. Temperature already in these areas is going up. So there's a flaw in this design, obviously, because we have several fires. These heat up pretty well, but there's a lot of intervening doors. There's a lot of intervening space. So I think for our next colony, right, so let's architect. So let's help Marta out here. We'll make that priority number 1 here. I don't think we need orders. I'm going to cancel all this mining. Unnecessary. And Marta should start to recover. Okay. Marta's probably as good as dead at this point. Unfortunately, there are some real unforced errors in this. So yeah, you can see she's got an infection in her middle finger. We've lost a toe to frostbite. Just all wrapped up. But we'll see. We'll see how she pulls through. Again, we're giving ourselves through the end of fall to see if this colony can be sustainable. We'll have to rely a little more on hunting than I like for the winter. But there's plenty of boar around. And they can be an effective food source. Georgette is wandering around like a ninny. Alright, so we want wild heel root. We're going to need some of that. Alright, infections tended. So Marta is going to be impaired, but she is going to be alright. We're going to put in some of these vents, hopefully up Georgette's construction skill, so we need to push that a little higher. I think next time we'll see if we can go for higher construction. Yeah, so now you can see temperatures sort of regulating throughout the space. I wonder if there's a sort of temperature flow. Thermostats, visibility of roofs. Advanced components, yeah, those are not going to happen. Dirt, blood. You can see where these have been made into sort of less than desirable environments. I feel like having 300 potatoes plus is a good. It's a good thing. All right, so we're gonna need warm clothes. We don't really have the capability. Oh, we could. We got the tailor bench, so let's add, we want parkas, 2, 3, and we want dukes, 2, 3. Those are all warm clothes, right? Parka. corpse obsession. Okay, that's not great. That's weird. I mean, at least it's Vort. Wouldn't it be great if you could, like, help? But he's got to recover. It's getting close. I think it's 20 days to a month. We're 24 days in. We've lost one colonist. And, oh. Okay, so death because of severe illness. Thought we were, okay, right middle finger infection has become extreme. And 10 now. Developed immunity. Oh, that's good, right? Won't even deal with it right now. Okay, so so we're going to need to prioritize refuel this campfire so we don't get further frostbite. Okay, good. So that's going to be kept at a pretty balmy 80 degrees. Should be enough to sustain everyone. Yeah. So one thing I might consider is getting rid of this. Are we supposed to, like, capture these people? I don't know. Yeah, one thing I am considering is walling this off, so. Door. Vent. So again, we can take advantage of all this heat that's getting generated in other places and not have to wander outside too much. Because when we wander outside, people die. So let's reinstall this over here. Orders. Wood. So again, winter is going to be pretty rough on these guys. There's two of them. Get some flooring in. Alright, how's temperatures in here? Refugee chased medical doctor. He's being chased by pirates from the Crick Bandits. Alright, well, we will offer safety. He is going to need to grab this knife. Okay, so how many? Alright, so just one guy. Got a club and a helmet. Okay. Draft. Good. Oh boy, everyone. Alright, strip him, grab his club. It's a crap club, but might as well grab it. Alright, so we've got our third person. He is a little bit injured. He did get whacked with that club. Oh, thanks. You know, it's a hospital at all. Like, what do you want? That's just some severe ingratitude from a quack. Alright, so what do we have from him? He has not... Oh, this is pretty good. Solid. No construction. He doesn't have any real drawbacks, but not good social, so that should be great. Chemical interest, trigger happy. Doesn't seem to bring everyone else's day. That's good. Okay, so all around, and he'll do good at research. So let's do take you off research, put you on research, and Marta on tailoring, because we're going to need some warm outfits. Again, look, the temperature has improved. Interior temperature has improved. Actually, yeah. So we were venting a lot of heat through the vent, unsurprisingly. Everyone needs to be on construct, though. Okay. So, yeah, I think that we might recover from this. Food stores are not great. Again, we're going to do a little bit of hunting to keep things moving. So, we can turn that back on. Yeah, see, once we close that vent off, temperatures jump back up. Unfortunately, this is going to start heating up a lot of space, so Marta needs to refuel campfire, architect, power conduit. We do have a bit of steel around, so I just want to send power through here so we can light this area up. Because lights apparently make people work better. Weird that they want to be able to see what they're doing. Deconstruct that torch. Again, I think we want good stores of wood. So what we'll do is say preferred. Alright, so it looks like that's a fair recovery from where we were when Chang died. Not ideal, but we can bounce back from that. So what's going to be our next priority is manufacturing warm outfits for winter and doing what we can to get more food. What I'd like to do is move from self-tamed buffalo. That's great. Group has a few items to trade, so let's get Eddie out there. Okay, what do they have? Oh, they have packaged survival meals. Good. And components, which we're going to need. We don't have quite that much money. Oh. Okay, so that was going to flow in the wrong direction. That would have been bad. We're going to need all of this. Just all of this. What's a pila? Spears for throwing. We're primarily hunting, so guns and bows would be better. And deconstruct those. And protect temperature. Alright, still no one at 5. We're doing well. Berries are moving. Oh, would like to store... Okay, so good. Got a parka. Refuel campfire here. Then again, we don't want to get this space to get too far below 50. Alright, what can we train Buffalo to do? Buffalo training ability, simple. Okay, I don't really need Buffalo to learn obedience. Now, can you milk a buffalo? What does a buffalo do? Female buffalo... Okay, so you can milk and shear them for wool. So that's going to be useful. Provided we can feed the buffalo. That's going to be the real rub. So let's do this zone. Yeah, this is all going to die because of the cold. So one thing we can do, architect, orders. So this is a neat trick, is take the sun lamp, like so. There. So we have that radius, and we want to build in. So not enough wood hanging around, so let's go back, chop wood. And again, we have this as kind of the central hub for power, conduit, on the door. I wonder if anyone knows if, like, the wall material affects how temperature transfer. Like if you have a less conductive material, or if, say, you have 2 layers, does the room lose heat faster? Like, how well is that modeled? Alright, this is going to be another open space. I don't quite know what to use with it, but what I do know is I am going to take this out, because I don't think there's a need for this to be a separate room. That was just sort of like pell-mell adding on. And that'll give us some more wood supply. So, I think this is actually turned around pretty well from where we were at the start of the episode. We had lost Chang. We were down to 2. Everyone had food poisoning. Marta was dealing with frostbite. Now we have back up to 3. We're in a fair position for getting ready. So what I want to do... Okay, let's just go here. Structure... headquarters plan. I don't want to put anything in, actually put anything in there. We might add a heater into the zone at some point, but mostly I want to do growing. Zones. Alright, so we have an indoor potato farm here now. For whenever this light so happens to work. So we'll also want to deconstruct along here. And we'll mine this out so we can add our second windmill. Wind turbine? Wind turbine. Windmill is grind. Wind turbines generate electricity. Alright, and with the successful planting of our indoor garden, and our 3 parkas complete, I think that's where we're going to call it for today. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I've been Ryan. This has been Rimworld. Like, share, subscribe, or do whatever. Don't care.